The deadly legacy. Lead shot's lingering threat to wildlife and human health. In 2020, a vow was made to banish lead shot from the human food chain. The intention was noble, the goal clear, to protect both wildlife and human health from the insidious dangers of lead contamination. Yet, a new study reveals a stark and troubling reality. This crucial pledge has largely failed. The lingering presence of lead in game carcasses highlights a critical flaw in our environmental protection strategies and underscores the urgent need for decisive action. A recent study published in the prestigious journal Conservation Evidence a collaborative effort between the University of Cambridge and the University of the Highlands and Islands, paints a grim picture. Despite the well-intentioned 2020 initiative, the study's findings reveal that lead shot continues to contaminate game meat at alarming rates. This means that the very food we consume, the game meat intended for our tables, remains a potential vector for lead poisoning, a severe and often debilitating condition. The implications are far-reaching. Lead is a potent neurotoxin, especially harmful to children and pregnant women. Even low levels of exposure can lead to developmental delays, learning disabilities, and behavioral problems. For wildlife, the consequences are equally devastating. Birds and other animals that inadvertently ingest lead shot suffer from a range of debilitating conditions, ultimately impacting entire ecosystems. The scale of the problem is staggering. The Health and Safety Executive, HSE, a UK government body responsible for workplace health and safety, has issued a strong recommendation to the Department for Environment, Food and Rural Affairs, DEFRA, advocating for a complete ban on lead shot for live quarry shooting and target shooting. This drastic measure is proposed to prevent an estimated 7,000 tons of lead from entering the environment annually. This staggering figure underscores the sheer volume of lead contamination that continues unabated, despite previous efforts. The urgency of the situation is further emphasized by the fact that lead shot is already banned in wetlands across Europe. This precedent demonstrates a global recognition of the severity of the threat. Prominent environmental organizations, including the Wildfowl and Wetlands Trust, WWT, the Royal Society for the Protection of Birds, RSPB, Wildlife and Countryside Link, ChemTrust, and Wild Justice, have joined forces in urging the government to implement a comprehensive ban. Their collective voice underscores the widespread concern and the urgent need for decisive action. These leading conservation bodies highlight the inherent incompatibility between the continued use of lead shot and the preservation of both wildlife and human health. The argument is not merely environmental, it's a matter of public health and safety. However, resistance to a full ban remains. Some shooting groups have voiced concerns, suggesting that outlawing lead shot could deter participation in shooting sports. This argument, while understandable, fails to acknowledge the far greater risks associated with inaction. The potential long-term health consequences, both for humans and wildlife, far outweigh any perceived inconvenience to a specific interest group. The health of our ecosystems and the well-being of our communities must take precedence. A pragmatic approach is necessary, one that balances the interests of the shooting community with the imperative to protect public health and the environment. This may involve exploring and supporting the transition to safer, lead-free alternatives. The time for half measures is over. The 2020 vow to eliminate lead shot from the food chain has demonstrably failed. The evidence is clear, the consequences are dire, and the need for immediate action is undeniable. A full ban on lead shot is not merely a recommendation, it's a public health imperative, a crucial step towards safeguarding our ecosystems and ensuring a healthier future for generations to come. Join us in demanding a complete ban on lead shot, for the sake of our health, for the sake of our wildlife, and for the sake of our planet. Sign up to Down to Earth and be part of the solution. Let's break the deadly legacy of lead.